Today's message is brought to you by the Partners and Friends and Anthony Trice Ministries.
God ordered, if you get him, then you get the other stuff. And the Bible says, come from among them and be ye separate and turn out the unclean thing.
Do you have faith in the Word of God?
Let's get into the Word with Dr. Anthony L. Trice.
A wise man will hear.
Notice what Solomon said, that a wise man would hear. So if you're not listening, that's a sign that you're not wise. Read.
And will increase in learning.
In order to learn, you have to be teachable. Somebody say teachable. If you are the smartest person in your circle is too small. How many know it's something you don't know? I said, how many of you all know it's something that you don't know? Notice he said, a wise man will listen and increase in learning. Look at New International Version. This is what it says. Let the wise listen and add to their learning. So if you want to add to what you already know, you have to develop the art of listening. That's my subject on today, the art of listening, or the technique, or the craft, or the skill of listening. The reason why so many misunderstandings in relationships, even when it comes to God, is because we don't know how to listen. And the reason why a lot of us don't listen, because it's something in our heart. When your heart is not right, you don't hear right. When your heart is not right, you don't see right. You ever met somebody, everything you say, they screwed up? I just said, pass me the ketchup. And you took that and went around the corner 4 times. It's because it's stuff in your heart. Read.
And the man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel.
And the man that has an understanding does not have a problem with somebody telling him something. So my subject today is the art of listening. We hear the noise of what's being said, but we don't really clearly understand what's being said. In other words, you come to church and people say amen, praise the Lord, and they get excited. That's the only thing you hear. You don't hear what was said because you're not paying attention. It takes focus to listen. It takes focus or concentration to really hear from God. And a lot of us, God is talking, it's just you not listening. And the reason why you're not listening is because what he's saying, you don't want to hear. But the danger with that, the Bible says, the day you hear my voice, harden not your. Why are so many people hard-hearted? Because God has been talking to you for years and you keep ignoring him. So the more you ignore God, the worse you get. Let me put it like this. The more you ignore God, the more the devil take you over. But why is people acting a fool? Why is people doing what they're doing? Because the devil is taking people over. Why did he kill all the people in Las Vegas? Everybody's trying to figure out. I can tell you why. Because he had a devil. are no match for the devil without Christ. And the more you reject God, the more the devil gonna take you over. You know what I start to preach on? Somebody say what? Why people go to hell? That's what I was gonna preach on. I was gonna preach on that, but the Lord said, no, talk about the art of listening, because some of us so messed up because we don't hear it right. And the reason why you don't hear it right, because you got all this stuff in your heart that has happened to you over the years. I'm gonna work it. We have to become great listeners. A wise man will listen. So if you don't listen, it's because you're not wise. A wise man will listen and increase in learning. Romans chapter 10. The art of listening. We have to develop a technique to learn how to listen. Most of us, we can't wait till somebody gets to talk so we can say something. All I was saying was hi. You went off. Because there's stuff in your heart that you won't let God get out. Because you ain't got time for God. But then, when you die, the preachers put you in heaven. You wasn't studying God when you was on earth. But now all of a sudden you got a free ticket to heaven. That's deception. Romans chapter 10, verse 14, read.
How then shall they call on him whom they have not believed?
The Bible says, how can they call upon them, him, that's not what is on? That what?
They have not believed.
How you call on somebody you haven't believed in? It's amazing how we call on God when we get in trouble. But how you call upon somebody you don't know? Or how you call upon somebody you ain't got time for? Read.
And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard?
And how can you believe in somebody that you haven't heard of? Watch this, read.
And how shall they hear without a preacher?
And how, watch this, shall you hear without the preacher? I'm going to tell you what the devil has uniquely done. He got folks that are with preachers. Y'all talking about us like we dogs. I ain't got time for them. They stealing my money. There's some crooks over there. He a pimp because he got a Bentley. No, fool, I'm a businessman. That's why I got a Bentley. How can you hear really clearly from God without the preacher? Watch this. It's some crooked lawyers. But you get in trouble, you're going to search out a good one. Every doctor ain't good. Every police officer ain't good. It's some folks in your house ain't no good, but you still there. So don't be coming with that stuff. I don't go to church because people ain't right. Well, why don't you get right and show us how to live? So the devil keeps people at odds with the preacher. You know why? Somebody say why? So he can keep you from hearing.
Yes, sir.
Read. Is that it?
Yes, sir.
How can you hear without the preacher? How can I preach except I be sent? Watch this. Listen to this New International Version. Look what it says. How then can they call on the one they have not believed in? And how can they believe in the one whom they have not heard? Watch this. And how can they hear without someone preaching to them? See, it ain't just the preacher job, it's the believer job to preach. except someone preached to them. Watch this, New Living Translation. How can they call on him to save them unless they believe in him? How can they believe in him if they have never heard about him? Watch this. And how can they hear about him unless someone tells them? Watch this. One scripture says that God has chose the foolishness of preaching. To some folk, preaching is foolish. But that's God's method of getting you saved. That's why he told Noah, tell the people it's going to rain. And Noah preached for 120 years, get your house in order, because it's going to rain. And the Bible says that Noah was a preacher of righteousness. You got a lot of preachers, but are they preachers of righteousness? Noah preached one message for 120 years, get your house in order, because it's going to rain. And the people was ridiculing him. They was talking to him like a dog. He's stupid out there trying to build a boat. How you gonna build a boat that ain't got no tubes? How you gonna build a boat that ain't never rained? And Noah kept on preaching, get your house in order, because it's gonna rain. God said judgment is coming. And it didn't make sense to them. But the giraffe had enough sense to get into the ark. The snake had enough sense to get into the ark. The crawfish had enough to get into the ark. The gorilla had sense enough to get into the ark. But man, with all his sense, didn't have sense enough to get into the ark. And the ark represents salvation. The ark represents Christ. And Noah kept on preaching. And one day it started to rain. And it rained for 40 days and 40 nights. And God drowned everybody back in Noah's day. And what amazed me, only 8 people had sense enough to get saved. And it's the same today. All this destruction in the land, and you still playing with your soul. People getting gone down like a dog, and you still playing games. People going to hell left and right, and you still in your hanky-panky. God told me to tell you, get your house in order, because it's going to rain. Judgment is coming. Destruction is coming. It's something coming worse than what happened in Houston. Because God's got to give people attention. When God keeps sending people to you and you won't listen, the next thing he start doing is causing the earth to speak. He sent floods. He sent rain. Are you listening? I said, are you listening? Let him that have an ear hear what the Spirit of God is saying to the church. God is saying, I'm soon to come. And you better get your house in order, because hell is forever. We ain't listening. We still doing what we want to do. Stop sleeping with him before you catch AIDS. Stop smoking your cigarettes before you catch cancer. You know how he's speaking? He's speaking to you with the people that's around you. It's happening to them, but it ain't happening to you yet. How can you hear without the preach? That's why the devil don't want you to come to church. That's why he want to keep you at odds with the church. You go everywhere else but the church. You know why? You don't want to change. But then when you die, you want us to put you in the hell. Mark chapter 4. Give me about 20 minutes, I'll be out your way. Somebody said this is a setup. You know why? We have this area pack of pew, and we give a prize out to the person that brings the most people to get you in position to hear the word, so you won't have no excuse when you stand before God. You may not get saved, that's fine, but one thing you won't have is an excuse. So we love you enough to spend some money, to motivate our members, to get you here. Because all the time, some of y'all come to church, is a funeral and a wedding. So we love you. Somebody say that's love. Mark chapter 4, verse 1. Read.
And he began again to teach by the seaside.
It's referring to Jesus Christ. And he began again to teach by the seaside. That word teach means to explain. You'd be surprised the folks that don't really understand what it means to be saved. They really don't understand what church is about. It's more than just coming to a building. Watch this. How many in college? Okay, put your hand down. Notice, you're not going to graduate if you don't come. You mean, this folk been caught for 10 years. You know why? They keep messing around. So you can't graduate. You will not get a degree if you don't show up, do the work, and pass the test. It's the same thing with this. You're not going to heaven without showing up, getting the information, applying it to your life, and passing the test. Oh, people actually think it's easy to go to heaven. That's just like saying I want to go to Hawaii, but I don't get a hotel, I don't get a flight, but I'm going to Hawaii. If it's like that naturally, you mean to tell me it's that easy to go to heaven? Because first of all, you can't buy a ticket if you ain't got no money. I'm trying to bring it home. Because you don't understand Satan is trying to knock you off before you get it right with the Lord. And all they do is look around. These folks are dying. And it ain't like they just died and they sleep. No, they get mowed down. You know why? Because the devil knows his time is almost up and he's knocking folks off because he is a hitman. And this is what they don't understand. That's why it's so hard for the world to figure out what's going on. You're dealing with a spirit. The devil ain't a person. And you don't know who or what he gonna come through. I remember some years ago when I was back in the street, I had a real good friend of mine, and you ever seen people that try to be something they're not? He wasn't really no thug. He really wasn't no gangster. He was wannabe. And he was out on the drug scene with somebody that he thought was his friend. And he had some drugs, and the guy he thought was his friend shot him in the face and killed him. Watch this. This same guy, he used to be around us. I wouldn't even say it. I used to look at him and I said, he'd kill me if he had a chance. You know what I seen on him? A jealous spirit. Watch this. This same guy, another one of my friends, they was hanging out. My friend got out the car, he shot him in the back and killed him. That's why I'm shouting. That's why I'm praising. He killed two of my friends. They didn't know that a spirit of murder was on him. You know match for the devil. The devil know how to deceive you. He know how to trick you. Watch this. Read.
And there was gathered unto him a great multitude.
Notice, a great multitude. It was a numerous amount of people. And I like to say it like this. It was a mixed multitude. You got some saved folk in church. You got some unsaved folk in church. You got some people that's hypocrites in church. You got some folk that ain't nothing in church. They just here. You got all types of people coming to church. Some people come to church looking for a man. Some men come to church looking for a woman. Some people come to church to try to get rich. People come to church for all of the wrong reasons. They're not coming to hear from God. They're not coming to get themselves together. They come to be entertained. entertained. And we like to be entertained and not educated. Some of y'all been 50, 60 years old, don't have a clue what salvation is. Because you don't take the time out to find out. You're going to be in for a rude awakening when you die, and you're going to realize all the stuff you've been hearing was true, but guess what? It's going to be too late. How many of you got some regrets over some stuff? What I mean by that, it's some things in life you should have done that you didn't do. It's some things you should have accomplished, but you haven't. And every now and then you feel guilty. That's how it's going to be when you die in your sins. You're going to be wanting to get it right. You're going to say, Lord, have mercy. He's going to say, you have mercy. I tried to, but you didn't listen. You ain't had time. You were too caught up in what you was too selfish. You was doing you, boo. That's what he said. I'm me, boo. Yeah. You know that that's a selfish statement. I gotta get you because I may not see you no more. You got a lot of preachers to tell you the truth. They're scared of you. Read.
So that he entered into a ship.
Jesus entered into a ship. Let's hurry up, read.
And sat in the sea.
Uh-huh.
And the whole multitude was by the sea on the land.
Read.
And he taught them many things by parables.
He taught them many things by parables because some stuff that's spiritual, you don't understand it. So God has to use natural things that you can relate to get you a spiritual understanding. Read.
And said unto them in his doctrine.
In his teaching, verse 3.
Hearken.
Pay close attention to what I'm getting ready to say to you.
Behold.
There
went out a sower.
Jesus is talking about himself because it's in red. Read.
To sow. And it came to pass, as he sowed.
What was he sowing? The word. The word of God is a seed. You know why some people get mad when they hear the truth? It's because the Bible says that the word is like a knife. So you in something you don't want to come out of, so you hear the truth, it cuts you. Then one prophet said that the word is like a hammer. Somebody said hammer time. When you hear the truth, it hurts. It hits you like a hammer because your heart is hard. Then some of our hearts like soil. When we hear the truth, it goes all the way down deep. But what I'm saying, the word of God does not affect everybody the same because of the conditions of our heart. That's why you get mad. That's why you don't want to hear the truth. When somebody tells the truth, you run. You know why? Because it's some soil that's blockage in your heart. You try to plant a seed and it's all rocks, and you got to cut the rocks out before you plant this. And then some soil you got to water, you got to take a shovel and chop it up. So sometimes when you come to church and somebody tell you the truth, it hits you wrong, and instead of you embracing the truth, you get offended. Because most of us, all our life, somebody been lying to us. So Paul said it like this: have I become your enemy because I tell you the truth? You'd be surprised if folk to turn on me. Because I just love you enough to tell you the truth to keep you from going to hell, but you took it wrong. Oh my God. Help me, Holy Ghost. Read.
Some fell by the wayside.
When the word of God went forth, it fell by the wayside. It didn't go down deep. I'm talking about your heart. Read.
And the fowls of the air came and devoured it up.
You know what those fowls are? Demons. You come to church and you go home. What did he preach? I don't know. Then the devil come and steal. You know why? Because you weren't paying attention. Because it wasn't important to you. Because you caught up in your stuff. Read.
And some fell on stony ground.
And some fell on, these are different conditions of people's hearts. Read.
Where it had not much earth.
It had not much earth.
And immediately it sprang up.
In other words, you heard the word, you got happy over it, but it didn't go down deep enough. So as soon as something happened, it came back up. Read.
Because it had no depth of earth.
It had no depthness or in-depthness. Read.
But when the sun was up, it was scorched.
You know what the sun represents? The sun is hot, right? It represents circumstances and situations that come after you get the word. You go home, you happy, you have from the word, your husband start acting a fool. Or your wife start acting a fool. Or the devil get in your child. The devil work through folk, believe me. Read.
And because it had no root.
Because it had no root.
It withered away.
The word you heard didn't last long because it didn't go all the way down deep. Read.
And some fell among thorns.
Some fell among thorns. Read.
And grew up.
And
choked it.
And choked. You know what thorns is? People that's worldly. They don't want to come out the world. You got one foot in the church, one foot in the world. You straddling the fence. You still want to back it up. You still want to swing down the pole. You still want to keep drinking your Hennessy and Secret 7 and smoking your blunts. You come to church, but you still worldly. You still want to hold on to your girlfriend, your boyfriend. You hearing the word, but you ain't going to let them go. Read.
And it yielded no fruit.
And the Bible says they heard it, but it didn't yield any type of fruit because all this stuff in your heart and in your mind and in your soul. Read.
And others fell on good ground and did yield fruit that sprang up and increased.
Some people, when they hear the word, they receive it, they embrace it, they let it get all the way down in their heart, and it reproduces. So everybody ain't the same. So stop comparing yourself. God is not going to bless everybody the same because all of us don't love him the same. Okay, no sense of you getting jealous and hating on me because I'm blessed because I'm sold out to Jesus. Just like I was sold out to dope. Just like I was sold out to gang banging. When I gave my life to Jesus, I became sold out to him. So don't hate on me because you got one foot in and one foot out. There's a spirit in this city. And it knows it's called jealousy. I've been around the world. Ain't nobody like St. Louis. We jealous, we envy, we got the crowd mentality. If somebody doing good, they a crook, they stealing. That's a spirit that you got. We are 10 years behind everybody else. 10. A lot of y'all don't know this. Down at the arch, they had a slave block where they auctioned off slaves. And that spirit is still in this city. It's called a nigger spirit. I need to say it again. Everybody can come together except us. The Jews work together. Our white brothers work together. Our Asian brothers work together. Our Chinese brothers work together.
Thank you for watching today's broadcast. If ever in the St. Louis area, please come visit our North Campus, located 7200 West Florissant, St. Louis, Missouri, 63136, or give us a call. We would love to hear from you at 314-659-8522. For more information on how to get connected, write to us or visit us online at anthonytrice.org. And we thank you for your continued support.